From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
The kick is...
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
There, the ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Damian Williams.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news. He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is...
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is
a strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
a gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A first down and more for Jacobs. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 5-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown.
Complete to number 16.
Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Raiders 14. Chiefs 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, it's Jacobs. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The ball carrier.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Raiders 21, Chiefs 7.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Josh Jacobs.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an even 90 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Chiefs.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Josh Jacobs.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Good.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chiefs 14. Daniel Carlson.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
6 at the 29.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Here we go. Get up. 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10. The
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
16 yards.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
2019 was the first season for Frank Clark in Kansas City after spending the previous 4 in Seattle. And that was a big move by Kansas City to bring him over. He did have 8 sacks in the regular season, but it was his 5 in postseason. And helping his team get to the Super Bowl, that's why they went and acquired him. And by the way, earned his first Pro Bowl nomination with his play.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to try and go deep again. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out right at the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelsey fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelsey.
Gonna let one. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think you got there.
Fourth and goal.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
We'll tie the game 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
55, 55. In your face.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 69 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
There, the ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They get it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
10 yards to go.
And the blitz does come. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35.
35-35. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And these 2 teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 36.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 61 yards. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
To Nelson
Aguilar. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
47-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is
And he puts it through.
That ties the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Carr going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And going deep for Hill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
For the Chiefs.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
On 1st down. It's Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He'll look downfield for Waller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Sammy Watkins is a former first-round pick in the NFL, and he sure reminded us during Kansas City's run to the playoffs last season. 10 catches in the AFC Championship game and a 98-yard receiving game in Super Bowl 54. He did talk about possibly stepping away and getting some time in the offseason, but Kansas City, very happy to have him back in their lineup and in their fold.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score. Chiefs.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Aguilar on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
The ball carrier.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They go with Jacobs. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try to run this one in. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Kickoff for the Raiders.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Mahomes to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Kansas City.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay.